As long as we get away from the smell. Oh, God.
That's why we're getting a wiggle on.
All right. So you
And your
guys head on
catchphrase,
south. So you guys head south for probably another hour or two.
I really missed that nice smell, you guys. It was pretty great.
Well, those bloater things live in this valley, so you can come out here and shoot yourself one at any time and smell the smell.
Oh, I'm gonna.
And then load it into the ship.
Just get a Ziploc baggie of bloater stank. What are you breathing there, Ruff? The smell.
His life falls apart as he succumbs to addiction.
Oh, now it got dark.
All right. So you guys eventually end up leaving the forest, at least for a little while. There's more trees up ahead, but through this clearing, there is a rather large rockfall to your left, and a stream up ahead where there appears to be a couple of tents set up.
All right, let's boldly stride into the middle of them.
That doesn't sound like the best idea ever.
Well, maybe not.
I thought you smuggler types were supposed to be cautious.
No.
What? No, never.
No. You always look like you are exactly where you belong to be. That's the key to make them not question you.
Okay, sure. Let's go with that.
So Wyatt strides into the middle of camp.
I believe in you, buddy.
Everyone else just hangs back. It's like, no, this is a terrible idea.
Yeah, is anyone going with him, or is he going?
I'll go with him.
Going with him.
I believe in him.
And to be fair, if he didn't go just headlong into the village, Bosma would have.
Do you know how many minutes it took me to get here?
Then of course Wyatt takes Bosmo gambling and discovers that he is Rain Man.
Oh, nice.
And that's why we're not allowed on Narshana anymore.
He starts precisely telling us how many shots someone's fired.
So accurate. All right, so then, all right, the camp itself. There are 2 tents set up. They're kind of just pretty basic stuff. They don't really have plastics or anything like that. They're very primitive structures as far as that is concerned. There's a campfire in the middle. There's some meat. Cat sounds. Some meat kind of hanging.
Meat, gross.
Yeah, there's cat meat. No.
Ew.
There is miscellaneous meat drying on a rack. But there doesn't appear to be anybody there.
Wyatt breaks off a piece of dried meat.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to use the force again.
Go for it.
I'm going to try and sense living things, see if there is anybody around, maybe hiding or something.
Wyatt chews on dried meat while Lan does this.
Okay. Closing my eyes, stretching out one hand, trying to feel the force.
There's Wyatt chewing
I
in the
feel
background.
the force. So, I use that light side force point to, try and sense any living things, obviously excluding us, because I know we're there. Is there anybody else in the camp?
What you sense is a very faint life inside of one of the tents.
Okay, and Lan actually just starts walking right towards the tent. Just
Alright,
apropos of just like he's just standing there like doing that. There's the music cue that only he can hear.
A light bulb
Sweet.
goes off.
And then he just turns and walks towards that. Just like there's no hey guys, he just straight towards it. To open the tent.
All right, so you open the tent, and inside is one of the hunters. He does not look well.
Wyatt. Matic.
What? Oh, no, this beef isn't that bad.
Medic.
Oh, you mean
We got
someone?
a live
Oh. He moves on in. Yeah.
Live-ish.
What's the condition of the patient?
Man appears to be unconscious, very sweaty, perhaps feverish, and cat sounds.
He keeps meowing. It's weird.
That's right. That's right. His furs are fairly red in a number of places, which, upon closer investigation, will be slug thrower entry wounds.
Well, that ain't good.
Definitely isn't. He does not appear to be in good shape at all.
Well, we should see if we can stabilize him. Can we?
I don't know. Can you?
Can you?
You know,
Can you?
there's that guy that we left back on the goddamn ship.
Yeah. From the brink of plot-induced death.
Oh yeah, I wonder what Simo's been up to.
Presumably at this point, Simo is in the temple.
Is he?
Is he?
Where else would he be?
He just woke up in an empty ship and then just like started wandering around.
We moved
dazed.
the bantha. When we moved the bantha in, we're like, hey, guess what? Slightly more comfortable digs.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I guess that's
And we
probably correct.
that, or he went home with the rebellion because they
He
did.
could have, yeah.
business. Anyway, sorry, I just remembered that randomly. I was like, oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
That's
Right.
Simo.
You've already done the impossible once. But there's
Can I
no
do it
clear.
again?
There's no clear fate for this guy. So I guess you probably want to save him, huh?
Either save him or at least wake him up to answer questions. Get him good enough to do that.
And I will try to assist.
All right. I want you prior to assisting in any operation.
Mm-hmm.
I would like you to assess him for me.
Assess
Okay.
him.
Assess him
As
good.
a doctor, Wyatt, I want you to assess his condition for me in order to determine what you think is going to be the best way to save his life.
Okay, what am I doing then?
Good question. I was hoping you would tell me.
Why am I seeing like just a white space beneath our tokens?
I
No
don't know.
map.
Hey,
I don't know.
but
What is up with Roll20 today?
I don't know.
Yeah,
You might
like-
want to reload, dude.
It's getting a serious case of the.
You're getting the fucking. You're getting
It's getting
the
the map tools.
the map tools.
You
The
having a
map
stroke? buddy?
toolitis.
Do you taste burning toast?
Oh, it smells
There we
good.
go.
Let me see. So Wyatt, yeah, you're gonna be taking a look at where he's injured
So-
with your
Perception?
probably. I'm just looking at the read up for. No, it's not gonna be medicine yet, is it? Well, that's identify symptoms and treatment, but that's
Oh,
for
yeah, and it
infectious
fixed-
diseases.
And doing that also fixed my light side points too.
And
Right.
Yay!
That's right. Turn it off and back on again.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Perception. Where are you? Yeah, right. Roll your perception for me.
Okay. Just, and how many purples and such?
Just you're really good at your job, right?
Yes, of course.
You're like a a Doctor Who medicine woman. So you can have a boost die, given your prior experience, your extensive knowledge at saving figures who have also, no doubt, been hit by various weaponry. Those mean streets of Nar Shaddaa. So you can have the boost die. You'll be rolling against one purple, and that's it.
Okay. Nice. Lots of blanks.
Indeed, a lot of blanks.
Hmm.
You really boss mode that one.
Can't you
I
use force
sure did.
rerolls though?
I can.
But you might want to save that for the actual medicine roll.
Yeah.
Maybe so. So Wyatt is taking a look at the hunter. The furs have been stripped back. You're seeing where the entry wounds are, and they are in a really, really bad area. They're near the heart. The fact
good.
that this guy is still alive at this point, holding on for reasons unknown, is perhaps some kind of modern day miracle. The tenacity of this fallen individual.
He doesn't look
So-
good.
He don't look good at all, and about probably the best I can do is pump him full of stimulants in order to get him to wake up, and so we can ask him stuff.
Or do you?
Or I can replace his heart with a cybernetic one. I'm sure I can do that.
Just has one laying around.
Wyatt sees a chance to save this guy.
What?
Dun, dun. Okay.
He sees a chance, but it's real risky.
Oh. Do I have to drive a stim pack into his heart?
You're gonna have to open him up here in the field, and indeed perform some porn. Jeez, and perform some some of your perform some of your medical magic in some of the worst conditions possible. But in essence, what you see is that this guy probably won't make it back to camp in time. Not that they have much better conditions there, but it's at least better than a hut, or rather a little tent that is, probably soaked with this man's blood underneath him.
Yeah, not good condition.
Yeah, definitely not good conditions. So there's a chance you could take the risk here to outright save him, or you could go with your plan of just filling in with some stimulants to get the answer you need.
In this case, Wyatt doesn't even turn to ask the others. He just starts directing them and says, I need some assistance, and whatever supplies can be found around the camp in terms of like hot water and things like that, or heating up the water in the fire pit or whatever, and then just starts going for the big part, the trying to save this man's life.
He's going for it.
He's going for it.
McGruff will assist in any way possible. He's a good boy.
McGruff, stop drooling into the wound.
Maybe his drool is antiseptic.
Yeah,
That's true.
Look, dogs' mouths are not actually any bacteria cleaner than people's mouths. Don't believe that myth. So that's a myth. Dogs eat a lot of garbage. Don't
They sure
trust
do.
them.
And poop.
Sometimes, yes.
All right. So what I'm going to do first, if that's okay, is I'm actually going to try to use my stim application action on myself. Since this is shit conditions, I'm expecting some bad stuff. So I'm going to basically apply a stimulant to myself to make myself work better.
Nice.
So right in front, so in front of the whole team, you're just gonna flat out shoot up.
Don't worry.
Look.
Guys. I need
Don't-
it.
Look,
It works.
adrenals are very, very safe.
We believe in you, Dr. House.
He works way better under cocaine. You guys don't worry about it.
But is that permissible?
Yes. If you want
Okay.
to do it, by all
I mean,
means. Sir.
Smug can't stop you.
That's right. I'm
Smug can't stop you.
That's right. I'm just this voice. I'm not there.
All right. So it's a 2 purple medicine check on myself.
All right. Man, just imagine if you botch this.
He gets a despair.
All right.
Okay, now
so
we have
that'll
to
succeed.
stabilize Wyatt.
Does anyone else know doctoring? Nope.
So for this next roll, my intellectual count is 4.
Nice.
All right,
Making
and
yourself smarter with drugs.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Though to do it, I do take 4 strain.
Wow.
All right. Now, what's the medicine check to actually heal this guy?
All right. So let's take stock, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Tent. Unless you want to move him. I guess you could move him, but
10's probably better.
yeah.
Maybe not this tent, but moving him's probably bad anyway.
Probably not a good idea. So
Yeah.
not good conditions. Pretty dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Arguable whether you have your tools with you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
They're always in his hat.
fucking handy. That's right.
His
I have
hat
a big
is
coat
actually just made
With
of
like
tools.
tons. That too, but like all my clothes are like pocket ridden. So I mean, like seriously, I seriously bought that thing. It is a lot of pockets. A smuggler's coat.
That's right. You've got all kinds of things in there. So you've got it's like a it's like a set of chef knives. You just unroll your big black thing of medical tools.
Some of the pockets are even temperature controlled to maintain more heat than usual.
It's amazing. All right.
A couple are refrigerated to keep a nice cold beer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this guy is definitely not in good condition. So you're going to be rolling against
9
What-
purple dice.
I don't think it can go that high. You're going to be rolling against, for the conditions, 1 setback dice.
Okay.
The difficulty itself is going to be 3 purple and 1 red. Oh, please.
Intense.
He's going to get this so easily.
Are we assisting him in his surgery?
Well, one of
I
us
don't know,
can at
right?
least. I mean, I would offer to since it worked with SEMO.
Sure.
Lan is well on his way to his nurse's training.
All right. And
It's an
going
important
to-
job.
It is really. I didn't say that with any hint of sarcasm.
Yeah, nursing is huge. Ma, I love you. You're a nurse.
Smug
Anyway,
can determine
Nope.
that multiple helpers can apply to this, but that's up to him. I get a boost per helper.
Well, what are your helpers going to be doing to help?
Well, probably at least one person needs to be there to, do things like, the whole
Hold him
clamps.
open.
Sponge
Yeah,
off your
that too.
brow.
Hold them open. That too.
I can
And at least-
shuttle water back and forth.
Yeah, at
Whatever.
least one person needs to be the supply getter. So at
I'm
least
not,
2.
Inhibited by the brush, so I can float around fairly easily.
That is true. That is true.
It is up to
it's
you.
helpful. It's helpful, but I don't think some of that is enough to warrant 2 straight up
Okay.
boosts. But you
I
can have
get it.
1.
I'll take the 1. And then I'll use a light side point.
You bitch. And I use a dark side point.
Okay. Really?
Nah, I don't care. That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so I got 1 boost. I got 1 upgrade. I got 1 setback. I got 3 purple, and I got 1 red. Is that right?
3 purple, 1 red, and 1 setback.
Yep.
All right.
Just
All right.
outside the tent, Macro asks one of the other hunters, "You and he were buddies, weren't you?"
I love the reference.
Boom!
What?
I know I didn't make that difficult enough.
That was pretty
That's
difficult.
pretty difficult.
No,
What are you
wasn't.
talking about?
Look at the
He just
E.
lucked
with
out
which-
by he lucked out because like all the frickin' bad dice where it just came up threats.
Actually,
Oh, man.
that wasn't even a right roll.
Was
I
it?
accidentally put down a downgrade instead of an upgrade, and I didn't put in 4 green dice because I bumped up my intelligence. So
Oh,
All right,
I suspected
let's
succeeded.
roll it again.
Okay,
Let's
you wanna
roll it
make me-
again.
Oh,
I just wanna
he's
see
gonna
what
make you
happens.
re-roll it until it fails.
I just want to see what kind of crazy outcome you get with that, because then it's going to help me gauge how difficult to make these things next time.
All right, so it is upgrade this time, and I put my intelligence up to 4. That should do it. Okay.
Nothing.
Where's your god now?
That is a roll in complete balance.
That is. That's the force right there. Lan, you feel it. You feel the force in balance.
Oh, phew.
Sounds like
Everything's
a
safe.
airplane driving by.
That's weird.
that's just a car. My house is close to the roadway.
Airplane car. It's Star Wars.
It's an airplane.
A speeder.
All right, are we keeping that one? Is that the thing?
No. I'm gonna let you have it. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. So through sheer tenacity and a shit ton of stimulants, guys, please note your doctor has now exposed himself
As an addict.
as an addict. He is Dr. House now. Wyatt just goes for it. He sees that, he probably could have stabilized the guy. Might have been enough for them to go back and get help, but he's definitely taken what I would anyway consider to be a riskier option and flat out trying to save this man's life. And that's exactly what he does. It's a grueling, absolutely strain-inducing, to the tune of 2 more, ordeal that Wyatt undergoes as he, one tool after the next, slices the guy open. And then, there's clamps, there's a forceps, there are veins being pinched off, there are slugs just being pulled, yanked out of the body. And then probably a hefty dose of stim packing afterwards once everything's sewn back up.
Wow, Wyatt, this is really amazing.
Good work, Wyatt. You did it. You saved that guy. I think. Probably.
After that, Wyatt walks out of the tent, pulls the jug of whiskey from his coat, and just drinks it while holding up one hand and just giving him the 1 more minute sign.
Jeez.
Just drinking the whole thing.
First he shoots up with Mega Coke, and then he starts. You wouldn't have to drink that whiskey to calm down if you didn't get all high and jittery.
Look,
Bosman
it
will-
worked, didn't it?
Bosman will stay in there and clean up.
Well, look on the bright side. With all that strain, you can still make that check at the end of the encounter, which you haven't been doing.
We haven't.
What? What?
At the end of an encounter, you get to make end of any encounter, you get to make a simple discipline or simple discipline or cool check. Each success generated recovers 1 strain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Forgot about that.
We forget a lot of things.
I don't think my other group's doing that one either.
You better bring it up to them.
Yeah, I might.
It's a
Just
new
start-
cool rule.
Just start rule lawyering.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
But how many rations am I carrying?
What is the volumetric? I don't even know.
The barometric pressure of the inside of the container containing your wheat grain.
All right, so we
you
save this dude.
stabilize. Yes, you stabilize him, and with the stim pack usage, you can actually bring him back to consciousness if you want to.
Well, once I'm sure that doing so won't bring irreparable harm, as much as I can, working out of a bloody tent. Yeah, I'll do that, exactly.
I mean, I guess your alternative would be to check the camp itself, but it's really up to you guys.
I'm sure while the several hour operation goes on that the others can poke through it.
Okay.
So what are we poking through?
McGruff has turned out every garbage can in the camp. Not to find anything, just because.
I just want to get those delicious banana peels.
All right, so you guys, I actually won't make you guys roll it because fair enough, it's a fairly long operation. You guys have no doubt had time to surveil your surroundings. So Wyatt, God, all right, Cat, I get it. You like to meow. So during, or rather afterwards, Wyatt brings the guy to, and he's definitely not in great condition, obviously, but he's at least lucid enough to have a conversation. The rest of you are going to find that the tents themselves do have a few more holes in them. Clearly some kind of shootout went down here. And there do appear to be some tracks leading west along the riverbank.
Hashtag go west.
Hashtag go west.
Hashtag on Facebook.
Hashtag wagons east.
So everyone else is dead here, right?
Chris Farley and
There is nobody else here.
Okay.
So there's no corpses.
No corpses either. Well, that's troubling. Perhaps they've gone off in search of vengeance, which leads to the dark side, as we all know.
The tracks do suggest that, yes, there is more than one set of tracks leading away.
Okay. And the guy he's still coming around, right?
Yeah, he's still coming too, but if you wanted to talk to him, it's you can definitely start.
Okay.